So we're going to look at the rational zero theorem, and what I've given you is that definition from the book, and then we're just trying to summarize what that says here, possible rational zeros. So it's basically the factors of the constant term over the factors of the leading coefficient. Notice how this is a degree 4. Degree 4 means that we should have 4 roots, or 4 zeros. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they'll all be rational, but they have possible rational roots. So here what we're doing is we're listing the constant term, and the factors are listed: positive negative 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 4. And then we take a look at negative 1, which is the leading coefficient, and we just see that positive and negative 1 are the only factors. When we list those out, we'll see that we get positive negative 1, positive negative 2, positive negative 4, because all of these, when you make these possibilities, they're all being divided by a positive or negative 1. So these are only possible outcomes for those. So the next thing you do is you'd apply this to testing in synthetic division. So if we take a look at this, test 1, let's try 1, positive 1 as a root. Remember, when we list synthetic division, we want to do this in descending order and include all the powers. So negative 1 is the first coefficient. We don't see x to the third, so we know it's a 0. Then a positive 3. We don't have an x term, so we're going to call that 0. Then 4. And we just perform the synthetic division. You'll see there's no remainder, so this cannot be one of the factors. So we'll take 1 off our list. Let's try 2 as the next one. We go through this process again, and if we do that, we'll see something a little different. Now we see that we have a remainder of 0. So yes, that is going to be one of our roots. So now we can start to write this. X minus 2 times, now we see what we got with synthetic division for our coefficients. And we have negative x to the third minus 2x squared minus x minus 2. And then we do this whole process again. Go through, see what the possible zeros are. We already know that positive 2 is one of them. And we can break this down even further. But this kind of summarizes the idea behind rational zero theorem and a place to start with synthetic division and being able to find roots.